a group of activists called the Freedom Flotilla Coalition on their ship, the Madeleine, intercepted by Israeli forces.
The only update I've seen on the flotilla, Israel to force Gaza flotilla activists into solitary confinement before deportation. Israeli forces intercept the Madeleine vessel off Egypt's coast, off Egypt's coast, so they're in international waters, about 100 miles from Gaza, and ordered the crew to throw their mobile phones into the sea before transporting them to the port of Ashdod. Upon arrival, the activists will be forced to watch a compilation of videos of October 7th attack under the orders of the Defense Minister Israel Katz. They will then be transferred to Givon prison in Ramallah, where they will be held under the authority of Israel's far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir. The activists will be placed in solitary confinement in separate cells, isolated from one another, and denied any contact with the outside world until they are deported. Ben-Gvir has instructed prison authorities to prohibit the activists from possessing pro-Palestinian symbols and to deny them access to electronics such as televisions and radios. The activists will be escorted to prison in vehicles with tinted windows to minimize public attention. Israel has said it plans to deport the activists rather than detain them on Israeli territory long term. Yeah, torture. Solitary confinement is torture. Showing them like war porn, that's torture. Also, every one of them has seen that footage. You think motherfuckers who are on an aid flotilla to Gaza haven't seen that footage? Like we all haven't seen at least like a significant amount of the footage just constantly being played in right-wing media and in liberal media too. They've seen it. They've also seen videos of children getting their fucking heads blown off on the timeline by Israel. It's torture, man. Oh, like we're gonna show you October 7th videos to convert you. Yeah, well, like that's gonna move these people who are like, you know, putting their lives on the line to bring like a meager amount of food into Gaza. Israel makes a photo op out of offering international hostages food and water after kidnapping them for trying to bring food and water to starving Palestinians in Gaza. Pieces of shit. In the beginning of this genocide, I was saying this makes it so easy to be more anti-Semitic, and libs yelled at me because they didn't understand anything. I wasn't advocating for it, dumbass shit libs. Yeah, like I was saying that in the early days, like Nazis love Israel because it's a place to put Jews. They love Israel because it makes people anti-Semitic seeing what Israel does. Seeing what Israel does in the bastardized like name of Judaism. And people were like,
oh, fucking the far left and the far right, not so different.
This has the potential to be a PR nightmare for Israelis. It is a PR nightmare, but like potential, it is. It is, dude. Greta Thunberg, like international humanitarian superstar. They kidnapped her off of a boat trying to bring food to a region that is being genocided, and then forced her into solitary confinement to be tortured with footage of October 7th. I don't know. Here, let's take a look.
So the Israeli military has intercepted a boat carrying activists on their way to Gaza. The UK-flagged civilian vessel was boarded while it was in international waters. Israeli quadcopters surrounded the vessel. These are pictures from the moment activists on board were told to take cover. Climate campaigner Greta Thunberg and 11 other activists were on board before communications were cut. The group was aiming to break Israel's siege on the Strip, a blockade that's illegal under international law. This is the moment the activists on board the Madeleine ship were surrounded by Israeli authorities.
We're being boarded right now. We're being intercepted right now.
We ask, please everyone.
يخبرونا بأن نرفع أيدينا في هذه اللحظات
If anything happens to us, this is yet another war crime.
حتى
Added to the long list of war crimes that Israel has been committing.
We are being intercepted right now. We have one IOF people coming our way. Everyone here is safe. No one is wounded right now.
الجميع لحد الآن لم يتعرض إلى إصابة. حافظ على مواقعكم.
Please raise the alarm.
من فضلكم ارفعوا أيديكم.
Okay.
We are being intercepted right now.
قالوا لنا وطلبوا منا.
Have any other major networks picked up on this? Very lightly.
I have both in my hands. They are here to intercept us. The boat is right behind me.
Phones need to go. Phones need to go. Please. Toss it in the water.
أخبرونا بأنه مع السلامة مشاهدينا.
Well, before the boat was intercepted, activists recorded messages urging their governments to act. One of them was the Swedish activist Greta Thunberg.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel. I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government to release me and the others as soon as possible.
What would have happened if they actually made it to Gaza a bunch of high-profile potential hostages to add to the ones that still in the tunnels? What? Why would Hamas take Greta Thunberg hostage? What sense does that make? Do you think that Hamas are just like incapable of understanding good PR? They clearly aren't, because they have incredible PR. Like, genuinely. I don't think you're asking this like from a place of like animosity. Clearly, it is Israel who doesn't care about the hostages. It's a war zone. It's chaotic. They aren't thinking at the most rationally. Who's not? Who's not thinking the most rationally? Also, war zone, it's a killing field. It's a concentration camp being bombed. Like, again, you've been here for a while. I have yet to see any like weird takes from you, so I don't think that this is coming from a place of animosity. Not thinking clearly, not thinking rationally, they have accepted multiple ceasefire agreements and have offered to release all of the hostages multiple times. If they were not rational actors, they would just let the hostage die and show like their slow death on TV, record it and send it to Israel and say, this is what you are doing to your own people. And this is what will keep happening if you do not, you know, end the occupation and release our hostages. She was given medical treatment. That's pretty fucking rational. Like anything, I'm just saying another handful of hostages means more leverage in negotiations and ceasefire talks. Maybe I am wrong and Hamas would take the aid and let them go. You are wrong. You are. Either this reflects like negatively on like how you know, would do this in their situation, or you have some like misconception about like what Hamas is. They are not barbarians. They are not animals. They are not irrational actors. They are acting very rationally. Statement by the Swedish foreign minister. The crew and passengers on the Medellin were aware of the risk of the campaign. The foreign ministry advised against traveling to Gaza for 10 years. They have a clear personal responsibility if they disregard an advisory, which I have also been clear about in many different contexts, she says in the parliamentary chamber. Yeah.
They're just like, well, it's your fault. You did a kidnapping to yourself. Can't do anything.
No responsibility to our citizens if they are extrajudiciously kidnapped in international waters by a criminal government that currently has multiple ICC arrest warrants.